His solution was a brand new pen and the introduction of Hammy to help him work off steam. Far from settling down, though, the canoodling couple soon proved that honey badgers are not just fearless, but astonishingly clever.
We started off with the mesh-type fence, but it didn't work. Stoffel soon devised a plan for opening up the gate, which has got 2 bolts. He would get the female to go up. He would go up, open the first gate. He'd hold the gate and say, "Woman, get up. I'm pulling open, you open up." She goes up to the top, she pulls the second one out. And then he pulls it open. He waits for her to get down, and they escape together.
The escape was no fluke. Considering their small size, honey badgers have remarkably big brains.
The intelligence is just beyond anything.
In the end, and at great expense, Brian had no choice but to build his own Badger Alcatraz.
I said, "Stoffel, the days of your escape are over, buddy." That night, they called me, "Brian, Stoffel's out." I said, "It's impossible." But we had trees in here. And he'd climb up the trees and they lean over onto the wall, and he was out. So we cut all the branches out of the trees in here and left the trees in the middle. Then he dug up the rocks and he'd roll them with his back feet to the wall until he piled them up high enough. And then he'd get out. So we took all the rocks away. This was like a game for Stoffel. Every time I devised some plan, it was like a game for him to work out how could he get over this. 1 o'clock in the morning, my wife wakes me up. Brian, someone's in the house." She said, "I heard a window break." So we freeze. Oh my, expecting burglars. And here's Stoffel at my bedroom door trying to get to the bedroom door. He made himself a mud ball and he pats it to make it bigger. And he rolled it and he stands on and he just got out like that. People have said, "Oh, did you train?" I said, "Train it? Not at all. Didn't even think of it. He outwitted us each time with his schemes."
Look at this.
Stoffel. Well, I remember one day a keeper left a rake in Stoffel's enclosure. He scratched himself, lies on his side there, he's thinking. Computer's working there. Take the rake, put it in his back, put it against the wall. Climb out and off you go. Stoffel! I mean, you won't believe these stories. You think it's a hoax? It's not a hoax. That is Stoffel.